Yeah. 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 How's your balls? You fresh? We got a Churchill, but it's not called a Churchill. It's called a. Where's my cutter? My cutter's somewhere. Strange weather. It's like in the 40s today, which when it was things around like 7 or 12, and you're like, ooh, then also it's 40 at night, 45. You're like, ooh, this is nice. This is nice. Light jacket. I'll take it. No complaints. The biggest of the Macassar, the longest, 7 by 54, which is a fat Churchill. And I don't have my cutter. We're going to adapt. Hey, 20 bucks is 20 bucks. Nice cap on this thing. Thank you, Saint Sacco, for this. Thank you for this sacrificial cigar. We're about to light up. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are doing well. And as we enter the year of the snake, too bad it wasn't the year of the choach. Snakes, alligators, pigs. They could have gave one year to the choach. You ever think about that? They got 12 zodiac signs, but the year's got 12 months, and actually there's not 12 months. Right? Look at the lunar cycle. Is there 12 lunar cycles in a year? There's not. There's a little more. Look it up. They changed the calendar. They cooked the books. Give a penny, take a penny. They daylight savings. They're cooking the books. Just like your paycheck. Gross versus net. Yeah, they took a net and your paycheck's fucking gross. They're punishing you for working. This is an older blend. It's been out for a while. It's newer than the black or the red dot, but it's been out a couple years, at least 5 years, maybe slightly more. Not 10 years, but maybe 5 years, or as I burn my finger, maybe a little more than 5 years. Very pleasant, slightly sweet aroma. It is a Habano, Connecticut hybrid wrapper that this type of this wrapper, when it was used, it was the first cigar in the world with this type of tobacco. Tobacco obviously starts with a seed, but that seed came from somewhere. And then from there, you could plant in other places and take the seed out again. You could kind of do some hybrid crazy shit. So on this cigar, it was the first cigar in the world that had that particular. Basically, this is normally when they come out with a new blend, any cigar company, they don't come out with a new type of tobacco. So it was a big deal, but at the same time, nobody gives a shit. Why? And that's the way of the world. You know what I'm saying, though? The cigar, I wouldn't say was a big seller. It's still around. It sells, but it wasn't like Opus X were like, holy shit, man. I think the biggest problem with this was when it came out back then, it was $25, $26 at a lounge 6 years ago. That was steep. That was steep. I'll tell you what, still pretty rich off the bat. Actually quite nice. Believe it or not, the wrapper on this, the color of the wrapper, it reminds me a little bit of that Monte Cristo Platinum, which I think is some type of Habano. And this is a Cohiba, and it's using kind of a little silver there that could look like the Platinum a little bit. But anyways, though, I digress. The Macassar, though, it had a beautiful box. I've dated women because they had a beautiful box. Terrible person though. She was terrible, but she had a beautiful box. This cigar is fantastic. It's got time on it. Medium plus off the bat. Golden looking, golden brown, lightly red. It's a nice looking wrapper. Look, at the end of the day, it's a really good quality cigar. Cohiba, under general, they don't use shit tobacco. The problem is their price points. At the lounge, all of them are coming too high. And I'm not saying like they're not good cigars, but they're reaching. And I'm telling you, most brands are fucking overreaching to begin with. But like a Red Dot should be $25 at a lounge for a Robusto. $13, $14, $15 at a lounge? Okay. Online, whatever price you want. But I digress. So anyways, though, but hey, it is what it is. So right there, right at my choach. Heavy medium plus. Almost medium full. Nice coffee note. Nice rich cedar. A semi-pungent sourdough. But we're just getting to right here. This thing's waking up. The finish is long and heavy. This cigar has got time on it. Sacco bought these when these first came out. Man, as a cigar sits, it can change. You know, you could have a cigar. I remember seeing this thing from England where they had a lot of data and people that would test aged cigars and like have bundles of cigars and how they would change. And let's just say, for example, a cigar might taste the same on the first and second and third year that it was sitting, you know, in their completely climate controlled, low humidity, low temperature, you know, best case for long-term storage. And they would test them, and the same people would find little change. Yeah, there was different patterns for each cigar, but my point is, for example, and even the same cigar but different blends. The smaller the cigar is, the faster it will change. It's less tobacco and shorter part of the leaf. Example: you take a thick steak out of the freezer and a small steak out of the freezer. They both were in the freezer. The thin steak will thaw out faster. Well, when you are aging cigars, a Churchill like this, it'll take longer to change it, but also it'll take longer to age out or longer to lose its balls. Because that's, you know, no matter what, time kills all cigars. Time eventually dwindles the strength. Now, as far as the flavor, though, or what you're getting, you know, so anyways, there'll be cigars after 2 or 3 years, they kind of stay similar. And all of a sudden, at year like 4 or year 3.5, you know, they might actually gain a little strength. They're like, oh, what's this? And then they fucking peak and then just drop. So the problem is, it's impossible. Unless you're going to buy the same cigar and age them, and then every 6 months keep accurate data, you're not going to do that, bro. Look, cigars are like a woman, man. Enjoy them, but understand when everything turns to ash, you got to move on. Go get another cigar. I say, go get another cigar. Go get another cigar. All right? And you might not be able to get the cigar you want, but... And if you can, smoke the cigar you want. Smoke the cigar you're with. Smoke the cigar you're with. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. 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 Wow. Wow, that's nice. The texture's like it's like a chewy, like caramel and almost like a marshmallow type texture on the smoke. It's quite nice. I'm gonna tell you what, and I've said this for a long time. The Macassar is a very different kind of blend. It's really, you might not realize it when you're smoking it. So you might not give a shit. I think it's a very unique overall profile, and not just in flavor, but the texture. So if you don't pick up on those things, it's not gonna matter. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. The red dot's an easier cigar to love. The Cohiba Black is the easiest cigar to love if you want something a little stronger and darker. The Macassar is really unique. But if you're not in the mood for something that's like, I find this cigar very elusive. Like, while you're smoking, you're like, wow. Don't smoke this and like try to pinpoint. In the Macassar, it's fucking unique. The whole thing, I'm telling you. Oh, Dominican, and it was Nicaraguan fillers, and then what was the binder? What was the binder? Was it a Connecticut binder? I'll look it up. Whatever it is, I forgot. We're talking so much. I'm going to come back. Enjoyable cigar. And I'll tell you what, whatever time that's on this, probably around 5 years, I believe. Cello is got some yellow. Nice. Saint Sacco. Class act. Nice amount of black pepper, but there's other things going on right now. And there's a nice sweetness to it. But the whole vibe mixed together it's a really unique experience on this. Whatever the age did on this, it's making me happy, but also kind of like, And that's okay. Oh, okay. Unique. There is some elements about them with the sourdough twanginess, slight breadiness. 65% darkness on this right now. The finish is pretty long and heavy. The cedar's there, but the sweetness is like an odd sweetness, and some of the things going on that are the texture. The texture of the smoke is quite thick and chewy, satisfying. Overall, I'm impressed. Overall, it's surprising that a cigar after this much time is still enjoyable. You know what I'm saying, though? Now, what I mean by that is, I prefer cigars with the original intent. Plus or minus a year, okay, but you get to 3-4 years after a cigar is released, most of the time it's changed enough for me, this is my preference, that if it's lost spice or lost strength, it's generally I'd rather have the original intent. And we're not talking about Cuban cigars here, we're talking about non-Cuban, because non-Cuban cigars companies, they prepare their cigars before they give it to you, because they're not assholes. I'll come back. Hey. Well, we're back. How's your choach? Great burn, great draw. It's a great quality cigar. This is a luxury product. I would consider this an upper tier cigar. Like it's not bullshit. It's not even mid tier. Like it's great. I've seen these cigars this day and age go for around $40 at a lounge with inflation and New York taxes. So, I take that back. That was what? No, last time I was at Matador's, which was there on Thanksgiving. This cigar at Matador's was like $62. Stop. That's dude. These places are fucking wilding. You know, if you go online, you can get these cigars for like around 20 or sub 20 for one stick. You want to try it out? Yeah, it's a great cigar. Maybe you can get a 5-pack for like 30 or 40 bucks. Enjoy yourself. You know, you can get a better price, especially once a non-limited cigar's been out for a while and it's been on the internet for a couple years. You know, you get deals. I mean, bottom line is, we can't smoke all this shit. Meaning, never in our modern era have we gone to the sum of zero? Meaning like, well, that's it. We're out of tobacco. All the cigars are gone. All of them. So and also all the cigars out of people's home and private collection are gone, and all the cigars are gone in the stores, and there's not even any tobacco being grown or tobacco that's already been aged, so within a few months we'll have it. Never happened. So there's always cigars. So my point is, though, these big corporations and all these online places, they got supply. And people buy, but there's more supply than demand. And every year, every season, they're growing tobacco, and there's always new stuff coming in. And the bottom line is it costs money to store stuff, and liability and insurance and everything else. A warehouse, let's say, with 1 million boxes of cigars, some big company, you got tons of fucking cigars. How many brands and blends? I mean, come on. So my point is, though, once something's been around for a while and there's less demand, especially, maybe people still smoke it, but it's not the new hotness, it's not the new chocha, you can find deals on the internet because they want to get rid of it. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's just a leaf. And at the end of the day, the price that they're originally selling it is still too high. Any cigar. You know what I'm saying, though? If you think you go to a store and you buy a $10 AJ Fernandez, it didn't cost $10 to get there. Didn't even cost $9, $8, $7, $6. That cigar could have cost less than $1 to make. The band in the box could cost more in actual money. But of course, people got to make money on there. They need a return on their investment, and I get that. You know what I'm saying, though? But cigars are not a terrible investment. Like, how much money has chocha cost men? Everything. You know how many men commit suicide because of chocha, whether losing it or divorce and child support, and you know what I'm saying, though. So like, or whatever. So like, even if you buy a cigar and you got ripped off, you're not going to jump off a bridge. Next time, maybe you just get a better price. It is what it is. Enjoyable. I'm at a light, medium, full. It's a unique, strange cigar. And I will say the closest cigar, but this is better than the Monte Cristo Platinum. But the Monte Cristo Platinum is enjoyable. But this definitely feels like a more expensive cigar. The tobacco feels even more aged. And it's just a better cigar. It's a better blend. And there is a high price point difference at the stores, even original MSRP. But still, you should definitely check out the Monte Cristo Platinum. It's an old school blend today. I mean, it came out how many years ago, and that was one of the first, still from the original Altadas Monte Cristo, but it was the first, like, oh, it's stronger than like a classic white label or, the yellow classic series. This is before Plasencia and AJ Fernandez started ramping up all of Altadas Monte Cristo blends. But yeah, so the Cohiba Macassar, it's an enjoyable cigar. It's very unique, and it's a good cigar to come back to maybe once a year, and like, oh wow, like it's unique. It's not like extremely exotic, like it's blowing your choach out, but the pattern of the blend, which just go ahead and smoke one. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, because a lot of it is intrinsic detail that while you're smoking, you're just like, this is making me feel something. Because at the end of the day, cigars make you feel or see in your mind. That's how you taste flavor. The way the flavor makes you feel, then the picture it puts in your mind. Like, for example, if you're 451 and somebody stuck a corn on the cob in your mouth, and you said, now what does that make you feel like? What does that remind you of? You could have said, oh, last night. Right? So you get what I'm saying, though. There's no, like, chocolate or pepper in the cigar. But what does make your mind, what memory? Like, guess who? Is he wearing a hat? They should make a new version of Guess Who. Is he wearing pants? No? Okay. He's in his underwear? No? He's walking around naked. Wow. Call the police. All right. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe I won't. And it is what it is. Whoa, shit. Wow. That was unnecessary. That guy took that turn way too fast. He's looking to stimulate the economy through higher insurance rates. Oh, wow. Wow. Look. You should really have fresh fruit in your life. And really have it when you're smoking a cigar. Cleanses the palate, it hydrates the palate. There's a lot of water in fruit. Plus the natural sugar. See, the natural sugar that's in fruit is not like sugar like on your cereal or soda. Plus this natural, the body can break it down and use it. But it also has the fiber of the fruit. So it doesn't just go right into your bloodstream when you're drinking pure liquid cocaine sugar, like in soda or these fake juices. Just goes, it's like liquid cocaine, just like, and you just slammed like, half a gallon of orange juice. Oh, it's good for you. It's got vitamin C. You just had like 400 grams of sugar in it. And you wonder why you got diabetes. Kind of twangy. It's nice, but it's very smooth. Nice coffee, nice black pepper. But the texture of the smoke is chewy. Marshmallow caramel. There's a kind of a sweetness to it, but it's not an extremely sweet cigar. If you don't like Habanos, you can still like this cigar because it doesn't feel. It's a tweaked Habano. It really is. You didn't normally see a Connecticut Habano hybrid, huh? Maybe Ecuadorian Habanos. Well, we're here down to the end. Perfect construction, perfect burn, perfect draw, great flavor. We got a long, heavy finish. I don't say picked up. It's really around a medium full right now. Kind of a charred wood kind of came in later on. Became even more richer. Remember, the cigar has quite some time on it, but it was still really enjoyable and still a lot of flavor. So if you do purchase some on the internet at hopefully a discounted price, you could probably expect even a stronger experience than I had, because this has over maybe 5 years, give or take. Well, what's good about this, it's a good test that if you did buy some of these cigars and you have such a large collection and you ended up not smoking them for a couple of years, then they're probably still going to be pretty good. Enjoyable, twanginess, black pepper, coffee. There is some sweetness going on, but overall, the texture of the smoke and the texture, the way the flavor hits you, that's a chewy, like marshmallow caramel, that kind of sticky vibe to it. It adds a nice element to an Habano. Where normally Habanos, you're not going to really get that kind of element. Overall, the way the cigar hits you, it's kind of unique, so it has that element. So yeah, I could recommend the cigar. Where I would say this experience was at right now, I had a great time. 4.65, solid 4.65. Very good cigar. Very good, around amazing, kind of. Yeah. So it's enjoyable, to say the least. I want to thank Sacco for sending me this. Great burn, great flavor. Listen, look, there's so many cigars to smoke, and this cigar's been around for a long time. But if you find a deal on the internet on these, don't be afraid of getting a 5-pack. And of course, if you go smaller on this, smaller gauge and a shorter stick, if you can find this like in Robusto, if they make Robusto, or a skinnier Toro, expect to have even a little stronger experience, especially without 5 years of age. But this had the longest in that big gauge, 7x54. They call it was a double Corona or whatever, Corona Guadana, whatever. Listen, it was a great time. Nothing bad to say about this blend. Cohiba doesn't make a bad cigar in their main lineup. I mean, the red, the black, the green, the blue, the green. The green, Miami is the green. The purple, which is the Riviera. And I guess this would be, you can call it the silver. Quality tobacco, a unique wrapper. Nothing bad to say about it. Go and sin no more. I'll see you around. You stay fresh. Stay out of trouble. It's better to smoke a cigar than call a lawyer. I can't stress it enough. No cigars in prison, right? Right? If you don't get into trouble, you don't have to get out of trouble. I can't stress enough. Eat your prunes. Filter your water. Wear Jimmy's. You know what I'm saying? Take some vitamins. Get some sleep. Limit your alcohol content. Do some type of exercise, right? I'm going to be 42. I'm going to be 42 years old. It is what it is. Use quality soaps. Don't rub chemicals on your balls. Remember to shower every day, too. If you could, take 2 showers. But, God, 1 shower is not even out. You better take 1 shower a day. That's like guaranteed. Unless you're dead or you're in hospice. You got to be getting fresh, okay? My goodness. Shower. Wash yourself. The body and the life you were given is a gift from God. So, you see people say, oh, where's God? You want God to micromanage everything? You'll say, oh, where's God? You want God to micromanage? You know, if you go, I don't know, should we get, we get a pepperoni or sausage on the pizza? I don't know, where's Jesus? He gave you this, he gave us dominion over this world. He gave you dominion over your body. So take care of it, right? The miracle, the gift is life. Friendship, love, kindness, not just taking and getting, but giving. Giving to others is a miracle. You could solve other people's problems. They might just need a friend. They might just need $10. They might just need some, whatever, a ride. You know what I'm saying, though? You got power. You could use it for good. In the past, I wasn't always using it for good. And really, in the past, I was like doing good and bad at the same time. But now I'm just trying to do good. Trying to really stay away from it. Right? I can't stress it enough. Shame, right? Shame is the sin you feel in the eyes that are real. You know when you're doing something wrong because you could feel it. If you could feel that you're doing something wrong, that means there's good in you. It's like warning. Hey, oof, oof. You passed the turn. Turn around. Turn around. Sometimes, though, you do something so bad, you can't turn around. You drove off the cliff. So best case, stay on track. Next best case, when you get off track, get right back on. If you're losing, fold. Don't keep on playing. Get out of there. Learn from your mistakes. Worst case, you don't get to learn. Right? If you keep practicing being bad, you're just going to end up bad. And either you're not going to be able to get out of it, or you're never going to stop. Because now, once you have no shame, you're unfixable. Because you think, well, I'll do whatever I want. Okay. Either the judge, the system, the law, or another law-abiding citizen, or a criminal. Look, you see all these people killing each other in the streets. Gang on gang, crime on crime. Even evil is self-correcting. Evil can never last. It self-corrects. I don't look at the homicide rates in cities. That's a self-correction. People that are on the streets in these gangs or people doing evil, when they get killed, hey, it's just evil doing what is evil. You play the game, you're going to win the prize. Instead of people driving by and be like, fuck you, and then blasting someone, they should be like, congratulations. What? You're the next contestant. Watch out. The streets are real. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything stupid. I got reformed. It gave me a little more time. Whatever I got left. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Yeah. Be aware of the shame. It just might save your life. Stay fresh.